You all don't know anxiety like visa anxiety. You're on your knees every day. If you have ever clenched your butt cheeks so tightly as you await for a visa, come to the front. And you know what's crazy? I always forget how hectic this whole experience is. I go through it almost every single time I need to get a visa. And then when I finally get the visa and I get to go on the trip, vibes are up. I'm back. Like like it didn't happen. But now I'm right now smack dab in the middle. I have a trip tomorrow to go to Cambodia. Well, I have tickets to go to Cambodia. Whether or not I'm going, who's to say? I'm supposed to be going to Cambodia tomorrow, but obviously, where's my visa? Me and my partner applied at the same time. He got his visa in one day. And me there looking at myself. Where's my visa? Sorry, this is not just going to be a rant video. This is going to be a tips and tricks about how to ensure that you get your visa on time before you travel. And what are the recurring themes that I have experienced given my travels. So, number one, please apply for your visa early. As early, the second you decide, oh, I want to go on this trip, start applying for your visa. In fact, start applying the night before you think about your trip. Otherwise, it's not going to be enough time. You're going to panic. So, the second you're like, I'm thinking of start looking up the process. How many days? If they say 3 business days, multiply by 2. Just multiply by 2 because where's the reliancy? So apply for your visas early enough, like, which is so unfortunate. A lot of us who are in like mixed passport couples, we know how different it is to I'm leaving this over. To spontaneously come up with trip ideas. Because for us, you can't just wake up and decide, oh, I want to go to Thailand. Oh, no, 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 no. You and your passport, there's an extra process. All I'm saying is right now, I am in a situation where I'm waiting for a visa and it's killing me. I have sent so many emails following up, being like, hey, Wagwan, my flight is Kesho. Like, are y'all gonna actually help me out with this? Or crickets, silence. Number 2, honestly, your documentation needs to be flawless, unfortunately. So if you're somebody who's planning on traveling in the future, you already need to do things like building your bank account. They want to see that stuff. They want to see whether you have a consistent stream of income. Your problems also don't end when you get the visa, right? So you're there, okay, the application process, hectic, am I gonna get it, am I not gonna get it? You obviously have to book things like your tickets beforehand, your accommodation, everything, pay for the visa documentation, and wait like this, hoping and praying and begging that they give you a visa. Fine, you've gotten your visa. When you get to like the immigration, there's so many immigration like places that have been that are very discriminatory. Once they see you and they're like, you're going on the other line, right? You're not even just cruising through, and it's crazy. Again, if you're in a mixed race, mixed couple, mixed whatever, so this is when you really see, we living different. Because my partner will walk, and I'm telling you, a visa officer will run, an immigration officer will run from across the road just because they've seen my passport is light blue. They will, I gotta get her. I gotta get her because where's her yellow fever? And you have to go to the back, quarantine, the back, and you sit there. And it's, I don't know what about it is. Like, why isn't it a nice user experience? It's always very like aggro. I'm not saying that you should completely hide your passport, but either invest in like one of those passport covers. Not to hide, you're not hiding your passport. You're just not being struck from a distance that, oh, ooh, like blue passport, it's giving low mobility. Child. Anyway, so gotta get ahead of that, okay? And the other thing is like, you have to have all your documents. Like, when you think, oh, I can show them an like, oh, my visa is, and print it out. You get to the counter, hey, maswali, the number of questions you're going to be asked, as if we're not traveling together. Like, my partner is here. He's been asked what? Nothing. First of all, he's been given, when we go to apply for visas, see, we apply with the same trip, with the same, he'll be given 3 months, 5 months. Me, I'll go and I'll be given exactly the amount of days. You're going for 14 days, not a day more. Am I a high-risk person? Are you thinking that I'm coming to seek refuge? The questions me I'm being asked completely different from the questions my partner is being asked. Him is just being asked, oh cool, how you doing? What's up? Go. Me.
How long are you here for? What are you doing here? What are your intentions?
Here? I go home. And so you go in. And you have a good time on the trip. That's also the other thing. It's always at the end of the day it's always worth it. But like right now I'm just like, bro. I'm not even looking forward to this trip. I haven't looked forward to this trip the whole time. Because what do you mean me and him applied for the visa at the same time? And he got his 1 day later, and I'm here the day before the trip. Have I packed? Why should I pack? What am I packing for? Am I going on this trip? Am I going on this trip? What? I haven't even looked up anything about it. I was so excited, but no. And this is, I keep forgetting. I had this with Thailand. I had this with the Netherlands. I've had this with so many visas where I'm just like, wow, I can't think about anything else except my visa situation. My future is in your hands. Like, is anyone trying to solve this? I know obviously like part of why I'm actually saying this out loud is also to give visibility. Like it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't even matter if your bank account is cruising, like what, you're still gonna be discriminated. And it doesn't end. It ends, it starts from the very beginning. They'll ask you for a bunch of documents. Your birth certificate, your lease, ties to your hometown, your grandmother's birth certificate. Fine, you'll present them. There's even one time when, oh my god, there's a consulate that asked me to take a photo of my passport back to front. That I almost crashed out because what do you even mean right now? Okay, you've given all the documents under the sun, well printed. You can't, first of all, you have to make sure that the way you print is pristine. I remember there was a time I'd printed out some documentation and the printer that I used, the ink was like kind of fading. And my partner was like, I think it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. I said, we are not the same. If I go showing up like this with a faded personal statement, they're gonna think I'm poor. If I can't afford ink, how am I gonna afford to go to their country? This is unacceptable. And he was like, I don't get it. And I was like, how can you? You've lived. If the interview goes well, lucky you. But you could be. I know a friend of mine whose mom, as she was graduating from freaking Harvard, got her visa rejected 3 times. Why else would she be going to the US randomly to Boston? You can see her daughter is in school. You can see she's graduating from Harvard. What do you actually mean? It's not real. It's not real life. If you get through the process, fantastic, great. Then it's the waiting period. You all don't know anxiety like visa anxiety. You're on your knees every day. Please God, please God, please God, let the consulate see me. Please God, let them check their email today. Please God, let them do their job. Please. Because I've spent so much money and so much time planning and booking all these like places. Please, please, please let them see. Higher. They check.
You forgot to give us an employment letter. You forgot to buy a health insurance. No, 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 your health insurance for work doesn't actually cover this region of the world.
What? What? You're there running around, and obviously you think this is coming at a time when you're chilling. Nah, you obviously have work on that day. You have work to do, or you were meant to be outside of outside of Nairobi. Then all of a sudden you're like, I gotta stop. It's about my visa. It's about my visa. Anyone you know, as if you know any black person who has traveled and they have a low mobility passport, next time you see them, you have to give them an embrace because we've been through it. Higher. You put together all the documentation, you're just there waiting. Was it enough? What did I forget? So either at that point you might get your rejection, which is like crazy. I once got rejected and I looked and they were saying I had weak ties to my country. Weak ties to my country because I want to come to your country so bad. Somehow this feels like white supremacy to me. Because you all can come and sometimes, and this also pisses me off. Just check if you're from an African country, how easy is it to go to the country that colonized you? Because Try to get a UK visa from Kenya. Try. Utalia. By some miracle. By some miracle. Because the God, you serve a living God, you get your visa. Shangwe na vilele, shangwe na vigel, shangwe na vi. It's happening. Plan, trip. Obviously, when you're going to now the airport, you have to make sure, hey, they're like, hey, are you sure you can? Hey. You're like, here's all my stuff. Like, I'm good. You're finally on the plane. You're like, bet, this is amazing. You get there. That's when your other shaggy starts. This is when it's like, okay, sour. You with that passport, can you go there to be quarantined? You've come from the Nairobi flight. Yeah. You are trying to go this way. Oh, you're trying to use the electronic. Oh. So me and my partner were just like, yeah, see you later. He will go through the electronic scanners. Me, they gotta see what they're working with. See. Sometimes it's actually very humiliating. The first like 30 minutes, once I get through immigration, I'm so sad because I'm just like, what in the world? Was it even actually a must? Anyway, the trips are always fire, and I still recommend you go through the process. It's just, I just wanted to share that the realities of some of these things are hectic. Please pray for me to get my Cambodia visa. I'm really praying. So another tip now. So I've been emailing for the last 2-3 days, like just asking them, please, Wagwan, nothing. So tomorrow, final boss. And mind you, in the email, I'm attaching every single document that I put in the portal. So I'm going to actually go show up at the consulate and just ask them, hey, Wagwan. Anyway, that's the rant for today. I'm so sorry. This video is honestly like, I needed to make it and create because I'm like, I've been refreshing my email for like 3 hours. Like I just was like, I'm not well. Let me let me create something. Let me make myself laugh. Let me make you guys laugh. I know Cambodia, it's not your fault. It's not about Cambodia. It's not about Thailand. It's not about all these other countries that I've traveled to. Love them. It's just about having a low mobility passport. That's what this is about. It's please allow me into your country. Allow all the Kenyans, all the Africans, everybody. We're good. We're good people, and we just want to see the world. Anyway, hopefully the next video is gonna be a cuter video. Thank you so much for all my new subscribers. I love it here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Whoa.
Oh, that's nice. Samen eten? Samen. Samen, dat hij daar dat hij los. Als een broer. Als een broer. Yo, wil je water? Dede. Dede.
In het Chinees.
Oh.
Dede?
Ik ben ook in het Chinees.
Wat is dede?
Dede, een broertje. Dede.
Oké.
Wat is er voor...
Heb je gewoon eten op?
Oh ja, dat gaat altijd zo raar kijken. Nee, helemaal naar mijn ogen.
Waarom?
Omdat het dan zo donker is. Dit bedoel ik.
Dude, die hebt zelf ook weer erop. Hij heeft er ook nog. Met kraaienpoten erop ook nog.
Nog even aanvallen, man.
Oh my god.
Niet
Yeah,
zo
you want a
hard
piece
dat
now,
ik-
yeah?
Oh lord.
Pas op, Didi.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Very good. Bravo. That was great.
Yes.